Hi, Dr. Heather here from Wellspring Chiropractic Lifestyle Center. Today we're talking about low back pain and what we do for folks when they come in the office looking for a solution if they're struggling with low back pain. So one of the things we look at is how can we support this person when they're outside of the office. We're going to provide the adjustments in the office, but we want to make sure we're protecting the spine so it can heal properly and as fast as possible when they're outside of the office. So one of the tools we use, if the concern is a sacroiliac instability, and that's where the bones at the very bottom of the spine have lost integrity and you've got a sprain in that area, the sacroiliac belt is a wonderful way to protect that area so it can heal up. The sacroiliac have ligaments that cross that joint, and if they get sprained and distressed, once we get it reset and get the alignment back in there, it can take 6 weeks or even longer for those ligaments to heal up. And if we keep re-injuring it and destabilizing it, then that just takes longer and longer and longer. Sometimes people will feel at the very back of their spine where the sacroiliac joints are, that they can feel little nodules in the ligaments there, almost like little BBs in there, and that's a sign of chronic sacroiliac instability. It just tells us that people may have had problems for quite a while. So the sacroiliac belt is a wonderful tool to use, and the way that it's used is it's worn low around the hips so that it crosses that sacroiliac joint. And so we just put it on tight right in that area, and then we pull the straps on either side to make it even tighter. And what it's doing is it's acting like the ligament so that your ligaments can just be not stressed and can just heal up in proper alignment. So that's the sacroiliac belt. We also like to use ways to help promote a healthy curve in the spine. So we want to have a beautiful forward curve in the spine, and that provides the give in the spine and protects it over time. If we lose that curve and it's straight or reversed, you're going to get more jamming when that happens. So we do have a way that you can prepare your spine every night before you go to sleep so you're reinforcing the proper curve in the lumbar spine. And sometimes we'll have people roll up towels to put underneath, but what we find is most effective is this unit that's called a lumbar decompression pillow. And so it's a flat pillow that you put underneath the low back, and then there's a hand pump that you can squeeze, and that blows air up into it, so it starts to increase the pressure, and it starts to promote and support a curve in the spine. In the beginning, if there's a lot of spasming and rigidity, you're only going to put a few pumps into it, and that'll be as much as you can tolerate. And then over time, you're going to be able to pump up more and more, which is going to start to add more stretch and more flexibility into the lumbar spine so that you have greater adaptability. So that's a good tool to use. And then there's the problem of sitting. And when you have low back pain, you know that many times sitting can be really tough. So we do find that there are pillows that you can use that can support the lumbar spine. And there's two ones that I like to use. The back vitalizer, and this can be used in two ways. One is to put right behind the back, and it's just a bladder that you blow up a few breaths of air into, and then the weight of your body against it will set it up so that it supports a good curve in the spine. We also like to use it underneath us when we're sitting. And when we're sitting on it with that little bit of air in it, it actually allows us to keep the spine moving. So this is great to use in an office chair or in your car as well. And I've had so many people that struggle just to drive to the office. It's so uncomfortable with their low back until it starts to heal up. But when we get these pillows set up in their car, then that makes that transportation much more easy to do. So I hope that you found that these tools are useful and ones that could help you as well. If you're curious on whether or not we could help you with your low back pain or anybody you know that's struggling with low back pain, then we do have a link you can click on below that is a new patient special. So if you're interested, please click on the link, and I look forward to meeting you then.